Right, I'm just going to run through what's called the product rule. So on the formula sheet, if you take a look, you'll find the product rule. And it's just like u times dv on dx plus v times du on dx. So you take the u in your formula and you differentiate it. You take the v and you differentiate that. And then you use this rule and you'll be able to get the derivative. That should be y dash. So y dash is u v dash plus v u dash. Okay, so that's an easier way to remember it with u v dash plus v u dash. Okay, so how do we use it? So if we've got y equals 2x x squared plus 4 to the 3, and we want to find dy on dx, so we want to find the gradient function. Then if you look at that, we have two things multiplied together. So we have the 2x and we have the x squared plus 4 to the power of 3. So the u would be equal to the 2x and the v is equal to the x squared plus 4 to the power of 3. So if you differentiate the 2, you get 2. Differentiate the v, you get 3. So you bring the 3 down because this is the chain rule. X squared plus 4 to the power of 2 times the derivative of x squared, which is 2x. So 2 times 3 is 6. So it's 6x x squared plus 4 to the power of 2. And then the actual rule, it's much easier to remember like this, but if you understand the formula sheet, so it's u, then differentiate v, then differentiate u. So what you need to do then is you go u times v, so you cross them over, and then you go v times u dash. So u times v dash, so u times v dash plus v times u dash. Okay, so u is 2x, and then we times 6x x squared plus 4 to the power of 2 plus v, and the v is just up here, and then we're going to go v times 2. So v would be x squared plus 4 to the power of 3 and times 2. So 2 times 6 is 12, so that's 12x squared. Then it's x squared plus 4 to the power of 2 plus 2, I'll put the 2 out the front, x squared plus 4 to the power of 3. Now you can leave it like that, that is dy and dx, and that has answered the question. But what we're going to do is we're going to practice putting it into factored form. So if we look at this, the first thing we've got to do is look for a common factor. Okay, so if we look at it for a common factor, we have the 12, there's a common factor of 2, and the x squared plus 4 to the 2 is in both of them. Because you've got x squared plus 4 to the 2 and x squared plus 4 to the 3. Now when you factorize that, you take out the highest common factor to both. So the 2 can come out, that's out of the numbers. There's no x in both of them, so you can't do anything there. And then we go, all right, let's take out x squared plus 4, but what power do you take? So what you need to do is you look at that, that's a 2 and that's a 3. See, if you had x squared plus x cubed, the common factor there would be x squared, wouldn't it? Because x squared is contained in the x3. So you take out a power of 2 because it is contained in the other one, and then you look at what's left. So let's put our eyebrows, because if we expand back, we should have exactly the same thing. So 2 times what gives 12, 6, and then you got x squared. You took out an x squared plus 4 to the 2, plus 2 times what gives you 2, 2 times 1, so kind of really don't need to write that. And this one here, this is x squared plus 4 to the power of 3. So we took out an x squared plus 4 to the power of 2, so that'll be x squared plus 4 to the power of 1. And then all that's left is you just need to make sure that when you complete this, that you take this bracket here and you simplify it. So that's 6x squared plus x squared plus 4, and you just need to collect the like terms together. So that'll be 2x squared plus 4 to the 2, 6x squared plus x squared is 7x squared, so it's 7x squared plus 4. All right, I'm just going to look at another one. So this is your u, this is your v. So u equals 4x plus 1 to the power of 3. So we set it up, and v is 2x minus 1 to the 4. Differentiate each of these separately. So bring the 3 down the front, and you get 4x plus 1. Take 1 away, you get 2, times the derivative of what's inside the derivative, that is 4. V dash here is bring the 4 down the front, take 1 away from the indices, 3, times the derivative of inside, and you get 2. So 3 times 4 is 12, so you get 4x plus 1 to the 2. And 2 times 4 is 8, so you get 2x minus 1 to the 3. Okay, what's left now is to cross them over. So you get u equals 4x plus 1 to the 3 times v dash, which is 8, 2x minus 1 to the 3. And then if you look at, let's go with yellow. If we look at this, then we go v, and v we're going to times u dash, which is that one there. Okay, so we're just going to cross them over like this. So we're going to go u times the v dash, and then we're going to go v times the u dash, because that's the rule. U v dash plus v u dash. Okay, so let's go. So we've got u, which is 4x plus 1 to the 3, times v dash, which is 8, 2x minus 1 to the 3, plus v, which is 2x minus 1 to the 4, times v dash, and v dash there is 12 times 4x plus 1 to the 2. Okay, now let's just factorize and take out a common factor. So let's have a really good look at that. So the common factors, if you look at this, we have 8 and we have 12. So the common factor there would be 4. Okay, and then if we look at the next one, we have 4x plus 1 cubed, and 4x plus 1 squared. That's not that one. So the one with the lowest indice would be 4x plus 1 squared. And then we get to the next part, we go 2x minus 1 to the 3 and 2x minus 1 to the 4. Okay, so the lowest indice there would be, just writing it out, that would be 2x plus 1 minus 1 to the 3. Okay, so if we take that out, we've now got to look at what's left if we did like the eyebrows and we multiplied that out. Okay, so 4 times what will give you the 8? 4 times 2. 4x plus 1 to the 2, that was 4x plus 1 to the 3. So there'll be 4x plus 1 to the 1. Let's get rid of that bracket because I don't know how far along it's going to go. And then we go 2x minus 1 to the 3 times 2x minus 1 to the 3. So that one's out. And then plus, because that's just this plus sign here in the middle. That's that plus sign there. And then we go, all right, so now I'm going to do the second eyebrow. So what will go there? All right, so we go. Okay, so what will be left there? 4 times 3. And then you take out the 2x plus 1 to the power of 2. So that one's gone. So if you look at that one's totally out. And then if you look at the other one, the 2x plus minus 1 to the power of 4, that was to the power of 3. So that means there'll be 1 left because it was to the power of 4. So it's the power of 1. And then it's 4x plus 1 squared, 2x minus 1 cubed, and then that'll be 8x plus 2 plus 6x minus 3, because you just expand these brackets. Simplify what's inside here. So it's 4x plus 1 squared, 2x minus 1, 3, 8 plus 6 is 14, so it's 14x, 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Now, you can actually just stop, there and just get rid of the times and kind of bring the numbers to the front and simplify it. But it's a good habit to put it into factored form, because when you put it into factored form, then later on when we go to do stuff with the calculus, you can actually solve equations because it's factored. Because if you make this equal to 0, then when it's factorized, like a quadratic or a polynomial, it's much easier to solve that type of equation than it is if it's unfactored.